All right. What do we got here? Two-door? But what color is this? So I've been looking on YouTube and I don't think there's a single one with this color. I know I've seen them on the Jeep pages, but everyone always wants to see a walk around. No one wants to just look at some photos. This side is clean compared to the other side. The roof, I think I'm gonna end up having to repaint. It's still solid, but that bubble looks like it's ready to go. So I'll have to get the sander out and really get to it. Tires are kind of like highway tires. Probably sell them. Probably sell the whole set for like $100. Came with another set of tires. The shocks actually work. That's nice. Floors are gone in it as usual. Gonna sell these probably for like $100. Matching set of 4. Just got the factory push guard. That's actually in nice condition. It's not all rotted. Got her out of Connecticut. I'm gonna have to check my touch-up spot. Maybe I'll drop the link in the comment section, but I have a spot online that you just put in the year and everything, and they have all the colors that came out that year. So it's easy to choose from because it's not 2 teals or 2 silvers, whatever you need. But the roof's the worst part. Well, beside that corner. Door doesn't sag. This seat is ripped. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But it's the factory 2-door, so it actually folds. So I don't wanna get rid of it. Headliner is sagging, as usual. They put screws. That's a new one instead of tacks. They got wood on the floor because the floors are gone in this thing. Gone. As usual. But, you know, let's get the tart in way now. This is just the before. It's got a stack of paperwork with it. So that's always real nice to see. Rockers have been replaced. Not the best job, but I'll make it look better. Someone replaced this, but didn't take the old rust out all the way, so. New exhaust, new muffler. But doors are clean. She's got good bones. Let's get working on it. Whew. Alright guys, so I have been swamped. I haven't done much on it, but I have at the same time. Patched that quarter panel with fiberglass. That's still about to do the body filler now. Got the roof all sanded. Washed it and everything and let it sit. So now there's some surface rust. Gonna hit it with some rust reformer. Let me flip you. Sheesh. Gonna use the rust reformer. I'm gonna use the professional flat black on the roof. Already did the headliner. Quarter panel is fiberglassed up. I'm gonna do some body filler just to try to make it perfect. After I do the roof, I'm gonna do the bumpers, all the header panel pieces, and the rockers. I'm not gonna paint the fender flares or any of the plastic. I'm just gonna use the picture right here. Gonna use that, and it's gonna make it look like new. Got the rockers all prepped up. And yeah, let me get to painting. I gotta get this paint out in the sun because it was in the garage and now it's getting cold out. So I'll be back. Woo! Alright guys, I am about to put the touch-up paint on. This is the paint code, if anyone is curious. It's off of automotivetouchup.com. It's where I get all my touch-up paint. You can put in the year and those show you all the color options that came out for that year for the most part, and spot on. So let me flip you around and show you what I've done, because I painted the roof. Roof is done. This is done. So yep, like I was saying, roof's all done. Flat black. I could be happier with it towards the middle, but all the edges look good. I should have used the turbo, but this is my Bondo work. Fiberglass, Bondo, both. I'd say it's pretty good. Gonna use the touch-up paint and show you guys what it looks like. Just did the first coat of flat black on the bumpers. Starting on the rockers and the front bumper. Painted the roof rack as well. I know this place is a mess. I'm sorry. But I'm constantly parting them out and trying to change locations. So don't beat me up too bad. But here's after the first coat. I'll show you guys after. Let me do some coats of this. And then we'll show you. Whew! I've been busy. So that seat that you saw at the end of that clip, I'm going to throw up a picture right here. I had to have my wife redo the seat and everything. I'm going to show you guys right now. I think it came out really good. I'm going to show you what the touch-up paint looks like. I think that looks really good too. And I'm going to show you the finished product. Here are the keys. Let's get it going. And here's the finished product. All this is flat black to match the top. Where that paint exploded, up here's got like a texture. You can kind of see it in person, but I wasn't redoing the whole roof. I got everything off of here, which I'm grateful for. So wheels look real good. Full size matching spare. This is the side that has no Bondo. Painted the rear bumper. I didn't paint any of the plastics. I think that was a smart choice because it's a nice little difference. This is the Bondo side. You can't even really tell the difference until you get up real close. Not a body man, but honestly, when you're just looking at it, it looks good. The paint's a good match. Bondo work, you know, always could be better because it's not my specialty per se. Wheels look nice. Painted those. I think we came out looking real good. Show you the seat that I was talking about. Compared to what it was, this looks really good. It kind of looks like Sally's face from Nightmare Before Christmas. Headliner came out really nice. Put Mopar. It's got, which one? I think the other side's got the tag on it. Front and rear. And I've put this is for the front bumper. Mopar. Rear mat in the back. Full size spare. Let's give her a start. I had to do the fuel pump. I'll throw up the TikTok of that right here. What's going on, guys? And today we're gonna be checking out if Check Engine Chuck was right. The other day I had him come over and check this Jeep out for me because I just got everything done on it, and nice headline there. The fuel gauge is just sitting at full. Oh, well, beyond full, to actually. So I thought it was a bad ground. He tested all that. He's telling me it's a bad plug. So got a new fuel pump. Gonna just plug the wire in and see if that changes anything, because that's gonna tell me right away if Chuck was right. All right, we're under the car now. The nice thing about this is that the pre-97, so 96 to 84, the fuel tank has the fuel pump on the side of it. Right there. Whereas if this was a 97 to 01, that fuel pump would be located above the tank, and you'd have to drop the whole tank to get to it. But this is our plug right here that we're trying to get to. Let's unplug it, plug in the new one, change the level on the floater, see if we got a change in our gauge. Currently unplugged and plugged in the new one. Got the floater moved up a little bit. Key is on. Looks like it's working. Let's move it again and see if that moves. This right here is your floater gauge. So this tells you how much fuel is in it. This moves up and down, and that gives it a reading. I'm gonna lift this up somehow. All right, floater is up in the air. Let's see if we got change. And we're sitting at a half tank. God damn it, Chuck is right. Well, that's a diag. I had to. He's a comedian. But he's super smart, so I'm going to drop his link or tag down below. Well, I just took a bath and gas, because I guess that's the negative of it being on that side. I wasn't ready for that, and I took a bath. I didn't know how full it was. Go follow. That's not gonna shut up till I shut the door. Well, that's all she wrote for this one. If you like this video, if you like two doors, comment, subscribe, tune in for more, because this one's a two-door. Let me flip. This one's another 96. Gonna get a full monster liner. This one's a 88 with the burgundy inside. Gonna get a full monster paint job. Got another two-door over here. Oh, look, one of my shop cats. It's laid out for them. This one is my only four-cylinder that I've ever gotten, but is another two-door. So, lots more to come. I will catch you guys on the next one. I appreciate the support. Peace out.